Hi, ladies. This is Oli here with another quick word for you. It's another episode of Dear Younger Mom. And today I have a story, a personal story that I want to share with you that kind of just highlights something that God is speaking to my heart to share with you. So today I was reminiscing and recalled, I think it must have been like 4 or 5 years ago, or maybe a little bit more. My kids were a bit younger then. I think maybe my oldest may have been 15 or 14. And my husband was not around and I had to go for a conference. So it was in the neighboring state. And I had been out for a day. I had to spend the night. And so I was driving back the next day and I was thinking to myself, oh, I don't want to get home and, get into a house that is in disarray. I hope the dishes are done. I hope the kids have done their chores. I just want to rest. It's been a long day. It was a long drive. Okay. And I don't know, I don't think it was something I heard on the radio at that time, but the Holy Spirit ministered to me something I had heard before on the radio. And it was a teacher that was talking about connecting with your children before correcting. As parents, we tend to want to admonish and to correct them and we're always drawn, our eyes are always drawn to the things that have not been done or the things that they did not do well. And the Holy Spirit was saying to me, remember to connect before you correct. Okay. And so sure enough, I got home and the dishes were not done. There were dishes in the sink. There were breakfast things on the table. And I held my tongue, by the mercies of God. And they were glad to see me. They were glad that mom was home. And so we kind of, reveled in that moment, of welcome and just being glad to see me seeing them and them, having me home. I asked if they had eaten, how their day went, and things like that. And then later in the night when we did devotions, we then talked about how the dishes had not been done and how the breakfast things were still on the table when I got back and why they didn't do their chores. And they were really sorry. They had a day off from school and they were lounging because they just wanted to enjoy the day. They apologized and they wanted to make up for it. And I thought about how it probably would have gone a different way if I had come in, guns blazing, correcting everybody and getting upset with everybody for things that they did not do. They probably would have just left and gone to their rooms. It may have become like a miserable day for everyone. But in that moment, just coming in and deciding to focus on them than on the things. And that's what I want to speak to us about today. As mothers, as parents, what God is calling us to is relationship with our children. What God is saying to us, connect with them. Because when you connect with them, then you demonstrate to them that they are more important than things. They are more important than chores. They are more important than the grades that they get. We demonstrate to them, just like God demonstrates to us, that we are unconditionally loved and that we are more important than things. And so I want to really encourage us today. Okay, put person first. Put your children first before what it is that they did or did not do. When you come in, ask about how school went before you start asking about whether they did their homework or not. Demonstrate to them that you care more about them than the work that they did or did not do. Ask them whether they have eaten. Ask them how things are with them before you start asking about whether they did their chores or not. Don't just come in and the first thing you're asking about is why something is here or why something wasn't kept back where it's supposed to be. Acknowledge person first. Acknowledge person first. Connect with them before you correct them. And that way they're more open to the correction because they know that the correction is coming from a place of love. So let's demonstrate to them that they are valued. And that it's not what they do or do not do that qualifies them for our love, but that they are loved unconditionally. That's my encouragement for us today. So let's remember to connect before we correct. God bless you.